Hey guys, welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to teach you how to make soft pretzels homemade style. So our first step is to gather equipment. You will need one large bowl, one liquid measuring cup, measuring cups, measuring spoons, and a wooden spoon. A little bit later on you'll need one large pot and an oven/stove to make the soft pretzels. For ingredients, you're going to need flour, sugar, salt, instant yeast, water, and baking soda. So I measured out 1 cup of warm water, and now I'm going to add 1.5 teaspoons of instant dry yeast. To this, I'm also going to add just a sprinkle of sugar. Mix it all up, and when it's combined, I'm going to let it rest for about 5 minutes. So in a separate large bowl, you're going to add 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour. You could substitute with wheat flour. Add 1.5 teaspoons of salt and 2 teaspoons of sugar. And just give it a good mix until it's all combined. So now your yeast water should be ready, and you're going to want to make sure you see those bubbles. That means the yeast is activated and it's ready to go. Next, you're just going to gradually add your water mixture into your flour while you're constantly stirring it with a wooden spoon. You can also use an electric mixer with a dough hook for this part if you don't want to mix by hand. Once it kind of looks like this, you're going to want to transfer it to a flat surface so you could knead it by hand. So now you're just going to combine it into one large dough ball, and you're going to knead it for about 5 minutes. So if you're looking for a good workout, I definitely recommend it, kneading by hand. You could also feel free to use an electric mixer again. But yeah, just have fun. For the texture of the dough, we want it to be a little bit sticky, but we don't want it sticking. So if it's too wet, feel free to sprinkle some flour. And if it's too dry, you can add a little bit of water, I would say like a teaspoon at a time, until you get that just right consistency. I learned how to knead by taking 1/2 of the dough, folding it over, pressing it down, rotating it 90 degrees, taking it, folding it over, and just repeating the process quickly. All right, so the hard part is over. Now, to test if it's ready to rise, you just have to press your finger in a little bit and see how it bounces back a little. That means the yeast is activated and it's ready to go. So in that same large mixing bowl, you're just gonna coat the bottom of it with a little bit of olive oil and add the dough ball right to it. You kind of get it covered, just lightly coated is fine. You're then gonna cover with either plastic wrap or a damp towel, put it in a warm place, say good luck, and let it raise for about 2 to 3 hours until it doubles in size. All right, as you can clearly tell, our dough has doubled in size, and now we are ready to start rolling it out. In a large pot, you're gonna add about 2 to 3 quarts of water. Put that on the stove, turn the burner to high, and let the water start to boil. Divide the dough into either about 6 to 8 pieces, depending on how big you want your soft pretzels. You're then gonna take a dough ball and just start rolling it out into like a log-shaped form. A nice feature about this mat is that it has the inches labeled across the bottom, so you know exactly how long it is. Then you're going to form the dough into a U shape. Twist the ends 2 times together, and then fold it over so you have your pretzel shape. So to save a little time or downgrade this activity, I'm actually just going to take this dough that's left and just use them as pretzel nuggets, just cutting them into about 2 to 3 inches, and then these pretzels will remain as a traditional shape. So I just transferred the dough onto a baking sheet. The water should be ready any second to start boiling the dough. So be cautious doing this next part. You're going to want to remove the top. And into the boiling water, you're going to add 1/3 cup of baking soda. Just add it gradually because it will do that. Once they've been boiling for 1 minute on each side, you're going to take a slotted spoon and transfer it onto the baking tray. So it's no surprise that they plumped up a little, but you're going to want to egg coat these, and then they are ready to be placed in the oven. Take your egg wash in a brush that looks like this and just lightly coat the top of each pretzel. These are all lightly coated with the egg wash, and once the oven is ready to go, we will put them in and let them bake for about 12 to 15 minutes until they're golden brown on top. And see you later. So this is that nice golden brown color we are looking for. They puffed up a little, but it's no problem. They will taste just the same. Last thing is to coat them with butter and salt, and then you have soft pretzels. To get that authentic mall soft pretzel taste, you can also melt 2 tablespoons of butter to coat on top. And there we have it, homemade soft pretzels. Enjoy!